Welcome to my channel, Atieno Ogolla the lawyer, and today I'm having my friend and my best friend Becky, and we're going to be talking about friendships, how you can build long-lasting friendships. And Becky, kindly introduce yourself before we delve further.
Thank you so much, Julie, for having me. My name is Becky Che. I am a lawyer and motivational speaker, and I'm so humbled to be here today to speak about friendship because I have a dear friend.
So we're going to talk about our friendship and our journey and how we can teach others to have long-lasting friendships like us. So Becky, we've been friends for 5 years right now, right? We met in 2015.
Yes.
Maybe we could share our journey and how it has been for us, like how we've shared our friendship, what has kept us together, and how we met first of all. Yeah, go ahead.
Thank you, Julie. Yes, so we met 5 years ago. I got to actually know you and even kinda sort of act like I'm your friend before we actually even became friends. So you came to Kabarak where we met, university. You were in first year and I was in second year. You actually, we lived in different, like opposite hostels.
Yeah.
So you were like on this block and then I'm on the other block. So I could hear you having conversations with your parents. You could come up, actually from where my bed was, I could hear anybody speaking up the stairs. Yeah, so that is how I could. I from what you spoke, you were updating your parents on how you like the school, on the grades you got from the cuts you had.
Wow.
There's even a time I had you sharing with them the experience you had. I think either with a lecture. It was not a very good one.
Yeah.
And I was like, wow, I saw honesty, you know, and more to it. Like I've always told you, you're such a bright friend of mine. You're very, you know, you have wisdom. And I was happy that part of what you were telling your parents were good grades. And I was like, wow, this first year. Yeah. So that was it. But Julie, the time I got to probably talk to you well was when I joined Adventist. So I feel this is where I got to know you better because you see, I didn't have the privilege to probably share classroom with you, or even your set of friends were preferably your classmates. So we could not go to the mess to eat together. We could not go to, you know, even to chapel together. So the only place I got to interact with you at a very close, you know, space was when we were in the Rafiki SDA church. And I was so marveled at how you dressed, you know, for me actually. And even as we continue speaking, what you'll realize, you will end up having friends because you share something in common. You probably have a similar way of dressing. You have a similar liking for a given thing. And for me, I just, you look like these the epitome of, you know, everything. You know, you knew many songs in the SDA hymnal, which I was a new member in the Adventism. So you knew many songs, you had very good dresses, the Ankaras, you know, your scent was also very pleasant, you know, you just personally like, oh, this is her. You could lead the choir at times, and Julie, for me, you just looked like the ideal being back there in school. Yes, that was it. And of course, that is when now we began talking. Yes. That's how it began.
I remember also now when you were vying for positions in the presidency, in the school. Yeah, how was it? How was the experience then?
I think that was also another time we got to interact. Vying at school, it was at first, can I even quite remember? First, vying at school, I say God is a God of covenant. I mean, He really keeps what we give to Him. So for me, vying as a school leader in Kabarak was an answered prayer, and it was God's leading. Because Julie, I must have told you this in the course of our friendship. When I was in Form 1, I was demoted as a school captain. And I remember that experience was, at Form 1, it was not very good, or rather, it was okay. I mean, it even looked okay, you're demoted. Nothing pricked me until I was in Form 4.
Yeah.
When I realized I had lost an opportunity.
Yeah.
And an opportunity I was given to lead, which I didn't I took it for granted, you see.
Yeah.
So me buying at Kabarak, I would say, because I remember back in Form 4, when I flashed back and I was like, come on, Becky, you were demoted as a prefect, earlier on. So I remember praying to God and telling God that, God, I know I will be a student leader in university. I even didn't know what student leaders do. I think from probably watching news, that is how I got to know about the student leaders, of course, the strikes and all. But first of all, I must say it was a divine thing, because I remember doing a sort of an agreement with God that, God, indeed, this opportunity I lost here in Form 1, something we should talk about some other time.
Yeah.
Let me make use of it in the near future. Yeah. But back to Kabarak, it was such an experience.
Wow.
I must say that many didn't believe in me, especially my classmates.
Yeah.
I think I used to share this with you. Yeah.
But I'm glad you're able to make it.
Yeah, because I mean, you especially for such how do I put this? When doing things like leadership, being engaged in an activity that puts you out there, you need very solid friends, even if it is one.
Yeah.
And Julia must attest that the soft words you could give me if I met you, as I put my posters out there, as I asked you to vote for me. Yeah, they kept me going.
Oh,
kept me going.
I'm glad. I didn't know much, but I'm so happy.
Yeah.
So now moving forward, we finished Kabarak. We went to KSL. That's Kenya School of Law.
Yes.
For those who don't know.
Yes.
And of course at different times, because you went fast and I finished.
Yes.
After you were already done. But now I think for me, as you say, the highlight of our friendship, I think I'm always telling you it's this year, because okay, as much as yes, you've been there for me, we've been good friends, but how you stood for me this year, really taught me so much about prayer and having a friend who can pray for you. And maybe Becky, you could share, like, I really don't understand. I always tell you, I don't understand why you love me so much. Yeah, but it's okay. Just share like what has made our bond so close. Still, you could always feel you could pray for me, fast for me, always encourage me, and then also I always feel when I pour out my heart to you, you feel exactly what I'm feeling. Like if I'm crying, you soak into my emotions. Yeah, just maybe share about that.
I'm feeling very emotional, so it's okay if I should cry anytime from now. But I feel I'm so humbled. You've told me this a number of times, and it strengthens me to just be better, to be there for you every day. But Julia, I must say, this is something we began back then. I just didn't decide to just be close to you today. I must say, like I've expressed it before, I liked you back then in school. You just looked like such a good girl. And if I must say, there's a time me and you sat outside the chapel of the university, and we really talked. I was there to pour out my heart to you, and you listened to me. First of all, I was like, am I sure I'm speaking to her? Because we had very intimate vibes, and I was not sure you was ideally a stranger. I don't even think we had our numbers back then. Probably that's when we exchanged them. But Julie, I feel like that's a seed we planted. Because for me, I saw honesty, I saw understanding, and I saw wisdom to it. Because you see, it was more of, just a lot of things, Julie. And I think that is where we began. But there's a time in 2018 when I was in Kenya School of Law. You were still, I think, finishing from Kabarak. Julie, you wrote me a text and you were expressing how you felt. We were not active in our friendship. You felt we had I still have that message, something I can show you. You felt that we had laid back on checking on each other. So for a moment I was like, okay. I quite didn't get it. I was like, but I say hi to her. Plus, you see, it's when I realized what friends are for. That message was so simple. In fact, I texted her and said, it was about the time before you had lost your grandma, and I was trying to send you some. I told you there's a lesson I had learned in the, so I was sending it to you. But Julie, I was like, how come she is concerned that we have not kept tabs?
Yeah.
That's when I realized that now I decided to be very, very deliberate. Julie, I have a number of friends, but not all of them would care if you didn't, talk to them. Yeah, Julie, and I must say, all through, you have been that friend who's very sane, that friend who's very, who resonates with so much peace and calm, Julie. And for me, I think that has made me love you. It's probably what I've been looking for, or I want to find in a friend. And I felt that you really bring it so much. And for this year, even me, I think I've surprised myself because this year, 2020, there's something I really am celebrating, or something I thank God that I have done so well, is my work ethic and the self-love, like the selflessly loving, Julie, I have loved on you so much. Julie, I have loved on you, and through loving on you so much, I have learned to even care for others, just putting people first, Julie. There are days I have decided to just pray for you, not even pray for myself, and this I have done because I see the genuineness in you. Yeah. I see the
Yeah, guys. Becky, you can't say much, but Becky has been there, and in our world today, people are talking about lacking genuineness in people. You can't expect to meet a genuine person if you yourself you're not genuine, right, Becky?
Yeah.
Because everyone is posting, oh, fake friends, you are done with them, but what about yourself?
Yeah.
I think it's
what are you offering? Are you the real one?
Yeah. Yeah. And I think it reminds me of this verse in Proverbs where it says, if you want to have friends, you also have to be a friend first.
Exactly.
Simple.
Yes.
Yeah, because you can't expect to attract goodness, yet you're not.
You're not.
So Becky, even as we are closing, what advice would we give to people so that they can attract lifelong friendships and keep friendships that are meaningful? And also, what qualities should you look out for, in lifelong friendships? Because as we grow older, there are the challenges in life, and you will need someone who you can call at 3 a.m. and you're like, let's pray, or someone just come over, I'm in trouble. So what advice would we give to such people?
Yes, so first and foremost, what I would want to say is that before, just to allude, or rather to reiterate what you said, before you can desire to probably have a good friend, are you a good friend? Are you a good friend? Actually, last night, as I was even trying to think, and because I knew we were going to have this conversation, I was like, God, what did I do to deserve such a good friend like Julie? Or what have I done to deserve to even share your love out there to somebody? Like, what I can say, we have to first get it right with Christ. Julie, I feel the center, the beginning of all these things, it's when we're in sync with God, He's able to guide our footsteps, because I see very many genuine people, many good people, but they end up having bad relationships. They have a friend whom they think the friend is backbiting them. They have a friend who, not very loyal. What I can say, first of all, you have to pray to God to enable you to be a good friend and also to have a good friend. And also ask God to guide you to be in the right association. So the first advice I would give is, first and foremost, just be a good friend. Be a good friend. Be good, like Matthew, do for others what you expect them to do unto you. Like, see, for me, I seek attention. I don't know whether you, or not I really seek attention, but I love when attention is lavished on me. I like it when you care for me, when you check on me. And I talk to you every morning at 3 a.m. Julie, at times I think I speak to you so much. So, just first of all, you also have to know yourself, and you might find the attributes in your life that you pretty much can't put together. But when you talk to God, He's able to probably guide you into to the right people. So first of all, just be the good friend, and then secondly, also be very honest. And also, I think this past year, or rather for the longest time, there's been this vibe of is it when somebody dies, that's when you want to really show how you cared for them? Is it when you've lost them? So we don't have to wait too long to start showing that love. You say, let's live once, because life is short. live well,
Yeah.
love well.
Yeah.
And when you're very genuine, when you're very honest to yourself, then you can't keep up with a wrong relationship.
Yeah,
you
true.
know. Yeah. So also be just honest to yourself. Like if I feel honestly Julie is not giving me the best of vibes, then don't stick in there.
Yeah, I think you reminded me of something. I'm helping myself not to laugh. I don't know if it's you or who was telling me that even mean people don't like mean people.
Yeah, actually, nobody.
See, even them, they don't like being surrounded by mean people.
Exactly.
So you are what you attract.
100%.
Cynthia.
Yes.
Yeah, and I think another thing you said, which I was always doing since I think I was in high school, to pray for my friends in terms of like God to send meaningful people to my life. You know, because I think I've always told you, for me, friendships are major. For me, like I treasure them so much because there was a period in my life when I didn't have friends. I think I shared with you
You
that.
told me.
Yeah, but now cultivating the friendships, it's like a plant, you know, you have to pour water, and both of you have to pour.
Yes.
Because if both of you are not pouring, I mean, one will feel drained, right? Yeah, so I'm also thinking of something else to say, because I think friendships are very sensitive.
Yes.
And have cost people their lives. Because if you're surrounded with friends who also don't tell you the truth, that's the other point. You know, if your friend can't correct you, if your friend can't tell you by there what you're doing is wrong, and I wouldn't want to see you go down the drain, that's not a friend.
Exactly.
Right? Maybe you could also elaborate on that, because I feel right now youths are in a season of their lives when they're choosing associations, but they tend to hang around with anyone and everyone, not being very careful to select people who will, you know, ensure that you grow.
Yeah. Thank you, Julie, for highlighting that. What I can say, we end up compromising.
Yeah.
We end up compromising just because I love Julie. I don't want to correct her in this way or another. So we need to really learn on how to correct in a loving way.
Yeah.
Or rather condemn, if that should be in a loving way.
Yeah.
Because even a good example, Jesus Christ in the Bible, I mean, when we see his life, he did associate with everyone, but we didn't see him compromising. If it is wrong, it is wrong. If you need to correct, then indeed you need to correct. So I think we really need to be very, can I say deliberate, or just being real and honest. And also, where is your journey going with this friendship? Are you just her friend because you're in the same class? Are you her friend because you're in the same profession? You probably want to finish your pupillage, you want to finish your attachment. Why, when you have a purpose for your life, when you're a purposeful person, you have a goal, you know that this is a person I'm speaking to because I need her to help me cross this bridge. I need her till my dying. Like, I mean, we always tell each other, I mean, we are friends once, till that, because I know you will push me to the cross. You're always there to correct me. So when you're very purposeful about your life and with his help, because at times not everyone is probably able to just say this is my purpose, or this is my, you know, life goal or plan. When you're very deliberate on how you want to live, then you will know whom you want to help you reach where.
True.
And that is why you may lack patience with a nagging friend, but if you applied a little patience, because you can see Julie is probably not caring, but Julie pushes me to work hard. Are you seeing? And I need to finish a given project, and I need Julie on my side. So I feel, first and foremost, I always say you as an individual, you are the most important person. When you put yourself together, then even picking the right association, picking the right friend, picking what you want to wear, picking your choices, your collection, you know, everything will be somewhat easier.
True.
So you know what you're saying is very true, because I've seen people, you know, even killing each other, you know, doing very bad things, and you're like, I thought you're friends. And I feel this is where we probably go wrong. And also, Julie, making sure that the basing, how you began, you know, rooting it very well is very, very important. But even as your friends, do not shy away from correcting your friend, because I mean, what's the purpose of it all? And also just trying to be open. You know, at times, even me, I think, Julie, you just patted me. I can just be very open to the very intimate of my problems, you know. Learning to share truly helps. Learning to share truly helps. Yeah, so yeah, let's learn to just be very honest, to correct in a calm way, you know, because again, you may correct and we're not about to really condemn in a wrong way, but correct in a way that it can still build
each other.
That really, because we need friends for sure.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
True, guys. You've heard it from the horse's own mouth. Yes, it was a lovely conversation, and I hope you've been blessed. I hope you learned.
Yeah, but I think before we close, I really want to really share the bit of also prayer.
Yeah, sure.
Much of this, Julie, we cannot do it on our own. I mean, we have made vows to our friends. I mean, I even remember back in high school, I used to see, even primary, I had desk mates who could write each other tiny letters, you know, we will not do this, you know, they do all those things. But it's only games time and wamekosana. And I know that there are greater and higher levels of commitment. You make vows, you do promises, you do everything that you wish to be a dear friend. But Julie, humanly it is very, very impossible, Julie. We are prone to hurt, we are prone to be careless with our words, we are prone to just do everything in a wrong way. So Julie, that is why we really need to ask God to be with us.
Yeah, true.
Dedicate your friend to God. Julie, I'm always praying to God to guide me, love you better,
wow.
you know, help you where I can better, you know, Julie. And that is why we really need God. And part of what I can say, I think I even can't believe that I have had to go without food because of you. Okay. When I say go without food, it's like I was on a hunger strike. You know, I've had to probably fast for you. And Julie, at times again, you need to understand the language that works best for your friend. Julie, there's a person I can fast for. Now, at easy appreciate, you know, no one will realize what has Becky done. So you must also, because we're not here asking you to just go and start fasting for your friends, to start, you know, there's what your friend,
the love language.
The love language. You see, for me, it's always about ours. We met in church, Julie. So if I start amazing you with other things of the world, there's no way you will appreciate our love for each other. So also understand what is it that your friend likes. But I mean, if there's something I can recommend for all of you, pray for your friend. Everyone will buy your friend chocolate. Everyone will buy for your friend a dress. Will surprise them for your birthday, but not many will pray for your friend. So pray for your friend. Pray for your friend.
So guys, I'm so happy we've been able to talk about especially the issue of prayer. And prayer is so important, Becky, because I think that's what I've always told you. For you have to be my best mate, because I want someone who, by the if anything is happening in my family, I have to call you, and I know I can call you, and indeed you will pray. Even if it will mean to fast for that, you know. I think that's what you said. And again, understand your friends' love language. So guys, don't think I don't love Becky, but then I love her. Even she knows it's not only about her loving me. I know. Becky, please just tell them I love you, so that it's equal, like it's only you loving me.
No, Julie loves me, honestly. I would not love on somebody if they're not loving me. So Julie really loves me and appreciates me as a friend. Julie compliments me the best.
So if you liked what we shared today, and I first of all pray that you're blessed, and I pray that someone, you know, is helped in a certain way to choose the right associations. So just like this video, share it and subscribe, and we're looking forward to having you in the next video. Bye.